been here. Only because I've just been going through stuff on my end, as well as my sleep schedule has been complete uh, and utter ass cheeks McBooty. And I have been trying to get my sleep schedule right this whole weekend. And I managed to do it somewhat. Now I know that y'all may have seen the title at the bottom that says my schedule's been fixed for the most part. So let me fill y'all in on that. So my goofy ass have been falling asleep between like 3 and like 4 o'clock in the afternoon after like spending like long gaming hours with my friends, because we've been playing Smash a lot lately. I personally have been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14, and with my new gather for Destiny 2, I have really just been like just playing games with friends. And honestly, I kind of needed the week off, to be frank. I mean, that was kind of a good way for me to just be like, you know what? You've been streaming nonstop. And of course, you have like your day and go on throughout the rest of the week. And you've been meaning to stream on Wednesdays, but your sleep schedule's just been ass. So just take the time to do what you're doing normally, but at least by Saturday, by the latest Sunday, try to get sleep around like 12 o'clock. Maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, so you can wake up at an appropriate time and be ready to stream on Monday. So here's the sad reality. I went to sleep at 2 p.m. today. 2 in the afternoon. Because I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to sleep, now's the time. Because I even tried to map it out, because me and my friend was still playing games from like 1 o'clock that morning until about 10 till about 10 in the morning. And I couldn't get, for some reason I wasn't sleepy yet. And I'm like, okay, come on, I need to sleep before I got to stream. I need to sleep before I got to stream. I need to sleep. And I started feeling a little sleepy. I'm like, damn it, I'm not getting sleepy until about 1 o'clock. This isn't good. So 2 o'clock rolls around, and I'm like, and I felt myself dozing, so I'm like, okay, this is the time I need to sleep. But I set an alarm for about 7:50 to make sure I got up in time to stream, which I got up at 7:33. So that's what I mean by my sleep schedule has been fixed somewhat. I'm gonna try tonight, because I know I woke up around 7:30. So I'm gonna hope tonight I get to sleep around like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then stay up for the rest of the day. Hopefully go to sleep around like 12, maybe 1 o'clock the next day, which is a Wednesday, which is gonna be, you know, Wednesday. I'm off on Wednesdays. And speaking of being off, this is out of my hands here. Tuesday there will be no stream for me, because I gotta go up to Macon and see these other doctors. And I guess you could say good news, bad news, which is kind of the same thing. When I say this, I won't be doing my surgery on the 11th, which is pretty much what was it, like week after next? And here's why. So I'm sitting here, you know, trying to get myself mentally prepared that, yeah, I'm gonna have to have surgery. But here's the kicker. So we're getting close to surgery. Like, I think I found out about a week or two ago. They're like, yeah, they're gonna treat me as an outpatient. And for those of you who are not familiar with that term, it means being an outpatient, meaning they're gonna do your surgery, but they're not gonna keep you. They're gonna do the best they can, or possibly because they're gonna make you an outpatient. They're gonna do everything at the bare minimum, which that's what I don't want, and then send you home. Now, if I were at home, well, if I was getting the surgery here at home, meaning If I was here in my home, my home city, getting the surgery, then yeah, I could probably think about outpatient. Which, let's just be real, I'm being opened up, and then I have to take something out and reattach some shit. That's not what I consider going to a hospital, getting surgery, and then just sending your ass home. No, you need to make sure your patient is okay. You gotta make sure they're well. You gotta make sure they're recovering. You gotta make sure afterwards that, you know, everything is still functioning like normal, or at least to a point where it's okay to send them home after. So something sounded fishy to me. And even when I told mom was like, yeah, I ain't with that. You need to get a second opinion. Because ain't no way a doctor's gonna do what is technically major surgery on you and then send you home the next day. That's not okay, and that's not right. Which I was already gonna get the second opinion anyway, because I'm like, yeah, how they gonna tell me this close to my surgery date? They should have told me this like at least a month before, so I can at least get the second opinion in time, and then and then talk to them and be like, hey yo, does it really have to be a outpatient thing? And then I would have heard them out, but then I probably would have been, and then of course I would have told them my thing, and then I probably would have still been able to be seen at this place, or I would have had to take, you know, the other surgeon here while I stayed. Because again, I'm not getting it done here where I stay. I have to go 2 hours outside of where I stay to get this surgery. And I'm thinking about having me have this surgery and go my ass home 2 hours away back home. I ain't better sit the fuck up. Because they're not just going through, like, you know, a minor part in like my arm, my leg, or probably even my stomach. They're going like deeply within me, going through muscle and skin fibers, and they have to sew my ass back up and send my ass home. I don't think they realize how dumb that sounds when that's a 2-hour drive. I didn't just come from like an hour away, maybe 30 minutes. I came a whole 2 hours away, and they expect me to be like, okay, you're fine, we did the surgery, go on home, and we're not gonna make sure you're fine, that you're healing, and make sure we did a good job so we don't have to open you back up and, you know, reattach some shit, or make sure, you know, you're going into shock or other shit like that. No, that's the last thing I need. So yeah, that I haven't heard. Like, I talked to the lady, and she was like, they're gonna get back in touch with me. But I've already decided that if that's still the case, that I'm not gonna do the surgery there in Macon. I'm gonna do it here where I stay at, because ain't no way I'm about to have a whole ass major surgery. Well, but it's technically a major surgery, and they just send my ass home like I'm the family dog. Like, I refuse that shit. But that's the news update for you guys. We're gonna go on and get started because I've been talking for about, what, 10-15 minutes. I just wanted to update y'all to let y'all know what's going on with me personally, because of course you guys are my audience and I respect you guys just like I hope y'all respect me. And I guess to add, I don't know when I'll be doing the surgery, which I know I can't do it. Well, not that I can't, I just don't want to burden anyone, because the family trip was planned for October. And I'm sure they'll probably try to schedule me out for like because I got my second opinion already. I go see the doctor on September 14th. So, because they're gonna like do their own, because I'm getting it done here, so they're gonna do some more scans and do some tests and see what's going on before they see what they're gonna say and what they're gonna do. But of course, with a family trip being planned in October, I may have to push it back until like January, about February of next year, because I don't want to be a burden to anyone, and then nobody won't be able to like really see about me if I were to get the surgery, and knowing that things were planned. I don't want to make anyone feel like, damn, because he got a surgery, I got to stay here with him, or I know it was out of his hands, but still I wanted to go. I don't know. I don't want that to be a burden pushed on anyone, and I don't want to feel like shit because someone has to see about me when they had prior plans. And I'm sure everybody can agree with that, at least for me. And the thing is, and I even, kind of mull it over in my own head, because of course doctors are gonna tell you, hey, if you don't get this surgery, this was gonna happen. Like, they will tell you the outliers and possibilities of what's gonna happen to you. And this isn't something like, I need it ASAP, because they'll be like, hey, you will die, or this will happen, or these are the causes that will happen if you don't have the surgery. So I can push it back another what? I'm supposed to have it this month, so September, October, December, January, February. So yeah, about another 4 or 5 months out. Because I'm doing fine. I mean, it's not like I'm drastically losing weight. It's not like I'm like in like over the top ass pain, or any pain for that matter. And I don't notice any differences. Like, everything's still functioning. I don't feel like I'm about to fucking croak or die, which I know in some cases, yeah, people could say the same thing I'm saying until they realize that something is wrong, something's going on, and it's like, well, damn, I should have, or I should have been, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? But for right now, that's what's happening. I'm reconsidering the surgery, especially because of the way they treated it. They're treating it like it's like a minor surgery, and I don't know if it's just that hospital wing. I don't think any other hospital would actually do that. But that sounds fishy to not only me, but my mom and also the rest of my family. They were like, why would you do that? And then it's just that. No, you need to get a second opinion before you decide to do something that's literally going to be life-changing, and they're not going to see you through it. But anywho, enough of that. I have missed this game, chat. I have not touched this game in 5 days. So let's get back to where we were. See what I was up to. I think I'm in the middle of doing side quest. And of course I got a hunt that's about to happen. So let me get those done, and then we're gonna do some main story shit and going about our day. Alright.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
Oh.
All right.
Them rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. but I can say I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up, or you'll have me to answer to.
Alright then.
Clive. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all?
What Blackthorn got going on?
So what do I owe the honor? What do you want?
Also, I like to point out that I like how when you do the side quest, you notice the difference and how people address you, like, cause
That it? Fine.
Blackthorn doesn't sound like a grumpy ass anymore. Karen doesn't sound like she's gonna bite your fucking head off anymore. Like, the more you do for people around you, the more the relationships between them change, and I like that.
That got hauled into tires.
I think, what was I doing? Oh yeah, still doing side quests. I think. Then I finish them all and then leave. Okay, I got a side quest here, and I'm not gonna worry about that just yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and find out what my next hunt was, because I know I got one here somewhere. First, I need to go see what it is. Then we can move on and go and see where to go.
Did you see that?
Oh, the pack. A team of curse breakers traveling through Tabor in the fields of Parava were met by a group of hunters from the village who warned them not to stray too far from the main road, for in a gully not too far hence rest a pack of wolves that even such practiced hunters as they are fuck. The one dyslexia too, I can't see. Okay. For in a gully not far hence rested a pack of wolves that even such practiced hunters as they would not dare to wake. Despite the fine luster of the animals' pelts, too many of their friends had succumbed to the temptation, only to be torn limb from limb. Okay, got you. So I know where I'm going. Funny enough, I gotta go over here anyway. Oh, it is a table, right? Yeah, south of Tabor. Okay. Oh wait, that's not what I'm looking for. Right there. Oh. Guess I picked this up while I'm here.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Carava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed, but the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Alright.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Alright, so I'll have that.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later.
Ain't really much to talk about. You know
Cyril
about him
seems
because he used to be part of the family.
You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
There's a quest here. On the side. Grab it. I want to grab everything while I'm here. Is that up top? That is up top. Can I get up top? I sure can, okay. I'm going to grab everything while I'm here. And move on over.
Beneath the flood, yes.
How are those new boots treating you?
You there? Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant graybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Alright, so that's the thing. So all the things are set. But give me just a bit, because I'm trying to do some stuff on my end really fast. Alright, back to it. Alright.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic.
Beneath the flood, yes.
What? Yeah, I do that when I get back to town because I ain't gonna go running around like a. Well, you know, no, I'm saying the hunt, the 2 things I gotta fight. However, I'm gonna work on to get this shit out the way. The last thing I need is a boring quest to kind of deflate me. What? Oh, wait a minute. Do I see what? No, I thought I said what I'm looking for, but huh?
Here's the scraps you're after.
Thank you for the deal, Ed, mister.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
How are those new boots treating you?
Oh, I passed one on the way over.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Back to how it was.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes. Not a scratch on them.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder? I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, would that I could have seen them for myself. Oh, come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Ah, shit.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
How are those new boots treating you?
How we get to have some fun?
Beneath the flood, yes.
I go hunt down an Avis and a pack of dogs. Let's see how this turns out.
The free cities under siege?
Good
It
girl.
appears from the shadows.
Are
Thank
you
you,
sure this is
Ambrosia.
the right way, brother?
Oh, see them already. C rank? Really? I thought I was done with C ranks at this point.
Remember, you're my Saitoro.
Alright, dogs are down.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy? Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. This might take a while. sight of him yet.
Oh, that was fast.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better. Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
There you go.
Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Alright, all side quests and hunts are done for now. Let's get some main story going. Which is what, probably 30 or 40, 50 minutes into the stream right now? Yep, almost an hour. And then again, I've talked and had some stuff going for the first like 20 minutes. So,
Free cities and
it's officially 40 minutes into this game.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them. Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
What's going on here, I wonder?
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Yes, another side quest has presented itself. 3 more has presented themselves. God damn it. Oh, well, let's get them out the way.
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chadra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Make this trip a short one.
Good girl. Time to fight.
This must have been a nice place once.
It will be again.
Yo, D-Hunter, what's good, dude? Welcome to the chat. I am back after a long hiatus. Yeah, speaking of fighting games, hell, Evo's this Friday. And I'm kind of excited to see what goes on.
What's the last of them?
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklat. Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive.
To be fair, because of how kind of advanced Rashid is, well, I'm gonna say advanced. Rashid is a technical character. And you know, this is just me echoing Max at this point, but you're not gonna see a Rashid in top 10. And the only reason why is because once you're in his face, or if you can read him, he's dead as fuck. He's dead in the water. Because he's very gimmicky. And one of his strongest tools gets canceled out by jump back light kick. And seeing that happen, and of course I watch other streamers myself who is enjoying Rashid. I've seen some sick Rashids. I've seen some mid Rashids. And I've seen some Rashids that are still kind of learning how he works. But from the pros, I've been seeing people like, hell yeah, he's going to be a problem. As well as, you know, echoing what Max said. If you can read him or like bait out some of his like moves that takes him a while to recover from, or some moves that you can kind of ease in on, then yeah, Rashid's not going to be that big of a problem. Your biggest outliers are going to be Jiri, Chun, Kin, DJ, and DJ, JP, and Cammy. Which, of course, when it comes to top 10, you might see a DJ. You may, because, of course, depends on... Because, honestly, Rashid's a knowledge check character. And if you don't know what the fuck's going on, or you can't, like, space yourself out, Rashid's gonna be fuck you up. Oh, yeah, because, like, pretty much... And then, you know, again, me echoing Max, Marissa does better what Rashid tries to pull off. And quicker. Because his damage literally comes from seeing if you don't know what the fuck you got going on. And if you don't, then yeah, he excels in, okay, you don't know how to knowledge check? Cool. Let me teach you how to knowledge check and then fuck you up for the rest of the match. Meanwhile, Marissa, if she touches you, you're dead. If you fuck up and miss a combo or with your big move, you're dead. She's gonna get 50 to like 60% off of you in like 5 to 6 hits. Now, depends on who the Zangief is. You will see a Zangief in top 10. I mean, there is no denial that fucking there's gonna be a Cammy or a Jury in top 10. Possibly top 20, but still, you're gonna see a Jury or a Cammy up there, because Cammy is a fucking... She may not be strong, but she's fast as fuck. So, if she touches you, be prepared to lose 40 to 50% of your life. I know what you're talking about, dude. I'm just saying in general, like with Rashid. I'm talking about like damage-wise. I know what you're talking about with SPDs. And Geef players, honestly, Geef players are scary because if they touch you, there goes all of your HP. And it's honestly terrifying. It's like you have to make sure you punish everything Zangief does. If he whips a throw, you better be on his ass like white on rice. Because if he gets a chance to like get like light, heavy, and then come in for a fucking grab, there goes 60% of 60 to 70% of your life. And the grab is what's doing most of your fucking taking most of your fucking health. And yeah, Cammy is annoying as shit. Like if I haven't played the game, but looking at her gameplay and how she gets in and stays in, and like if you guess wrong, you're pretty much dead on arrival. She's one of the fastest fucking characters in the game. I think aside from Rashid, which just came in, but she is one of the fastest characters in the game, and it's gonna be nuts to see what she does. Now, of course, the most anticipated, the most breath-baiting, the most exciting character that everyone's waiting to drop that's going to change the game forever is Akuma. I am waiting with bated breath when Akuma comes in here. Because when his release drop, which is going to be next year. It's going to be next year. I wish it was this year, but it's going to be next year. I think they said around the spring. I had to look at the release scheduling again. But when Akuma drops, be prepared for the game to change drastically, because you're no longer playing your game anymore. You're no longer playing Street Fighter. You're playing Akuma Fighter. Because that's what fucking Tekken turned into. You're playing Akuma's game now. Akuma touches you in fucking Street Fighter, there goes 30 to 40% of your health. If you guess wrong, there's another 30% of your health. If you're pressing buttons, there goes a raging demon. There goes the rest of your life. Game over. You lose.
Here. Something for your trouble.
I'm excited to see when goddamn
Well
Akuma
then,
drops.
Now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations.
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the
Air raging demon, Jesus Christ.
If you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
Akuma's gonna have a Hado that goes underground and comes out of the ground and hits you. It's just gonna be auto lock. You just have to block or dodge.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's One of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dhalmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Clive, just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Or like JP just has a projectile that hangs in the air, and after like maybe 3 or 4 seconds, just rains down upon you. And if he does the heavy version, it's like 2 projectiles rather than 1.
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
I'm for making this town a welcoming place.
So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rosfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there, and may victory await our coming.
Inn's full. Don't bother.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even a bandit.
Ready, go?
Can hardly make it.
I can walk from here.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You will leave this place.
Or face the consequences. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too. Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them, and not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, know to send a Stolas.
Why you say it feels bad?
My lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
Hold on, chat. Trying to get me something to gnaw on. Actually, hold on. Ugh. I'll be right back, chat. I shouldn't be going too long. Alright, I'm back, chat. Sorry about that. Let me talk to Martha. Told myself I wasn't gonna be going that long. A lot of shit happened in between.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Where to now? That's gonna be a long while.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Oh yeah, because I did that one quest that is gonna lead to them having to do stuff.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
You know, funny enough, and I can bet my bottom dollar on this.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
That there is going to be somebody that plays Jamie in a way we've never seen. Because you're right, Jamie does struggle. Because once you know his game plan and you just kind of stick to him, or just kind of don't give him time to drink, or pretty much just block most of his shit, he becomes a bit labored. But I'm sure somebody in Evil is gonna show us some shit that we didn't even think about with Jamie. Or show Jamie in such a light where we're like, holy shit, he is really popping off. But they probably might make it to top 20, but there won't be a Jamie in top 10. If there's a Jamie in top 10, it's because this Jamie is obviously something unprecedented and no one expected to just show the fuck up.
That'll do, girl.
But Jamie is definitely one of those like intermediate characters where like on the surface and maybe if you dig a little bit, he doesn't seem as bad.
Everyone.
Oh, he actually is quite good. But I guess with every character, it depends on if the character's in the right hands, you know?
You can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lost Wing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Oh, that's a long ways fucking off. Hold up. Let's see if I can cut that short. I sure can. That's a long ass ways off. Yeah, especially when some characters get their shit like right away, or it doesn't take them too long to get it. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's a kitty. That's a big kitty. We're gonna fight Big Kitty. Hey, Big Kitty, how you doing? That's a guy. Oh, I pressed the wrong button, but I got the block off, so I'm okay. Ow. I pressed the block button. I pressed it again, but okay. Dodged. I look forward to see what people do with characters that you wouldn't think do be great, and just make them fucking shine. I love seeing shit like that, like the underdog characters or the characters like, you know, he's not that good, then turn him into fucking gold. I mean, that's the shit you love to see. I swear I can press the button. Kitty down. Okay. Big kitty is big dead.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late. Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
No. Just a rabid beast that needs to be run down. Nice try.
Give me your whisker.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear, just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans, building a haven in Lostwing, freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost, so that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quinton! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool. Damn it.
Quentin's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
Stay down. to get back to Quentin. Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains.
Yo, Rooster, what's good? You doing alright?
I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Hangman signboard? Oh, it's from the tavern. Okay. He gave me the tavern signboard.
They are right, you know. Lostwing can be rebuilt. It was more than a mere village. More than a staging ground for revenge. It was a vision of how life might be. Of how we who have suffered can come to find family again.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Eh?
That was cute. I like that.
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Evenfall.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. They've been routed. They're wearing blue armor. Farewell.
Oops, wrong button.
This won't be easy.
Like with any more potions, so I'm kind of fucked. I forgot to go buy some. I'm so focused on other shit. But I gotta depend on what they're gonna give me on the field and trying to get hits.
This might take a while. That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy. All right.
I'll be back, chat. I gotta answer the door. That's my pizza. No. Oh, that's a big boy.
Where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside. Where are they?
master! What does he want? There's more! I needed that.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Actually, before this goes on, let me go grab me something to eat, because I know there's gonna be a quite sizable cutscene, so I'm gonna at least eat something while I listen. Okay, I'm back. Let's listen to this half of this movie.
You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not. As long as you don't hold back. Forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame.
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Nilfos.
please.
One is seldom enough. Would you not agree?
Actually, I wouldn't. Too slow. Nice try.
Enjoying yourself?
Too slow.
Get your ass.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see. We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon?
Oh God, Odin.
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
Get back.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing.
No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Oh boy.
Try it.
All the rest.
Joshua!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Sometime later. City outskirts. Two cities of there.
Will he be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose you might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Okay. Sorry about that, chat. I'm trying to finish off the last bit of my pizza. I don't have no side quests right now, right? Nope, just main shit.
Paul said it was an army of a cash.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling? Check in the valleys are full of eat.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back, so. All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
Ooh, I got new hunts. Dread comment. Oh god, red chocobo. Holy shit. And it's black. I'll check that out. That's a chocobo. I'm gonna say the red chocobo for last. I'm gonna check out what the black man is. No, and the man in black is. What Otto gotta say? First, can I leave? I doubt I can leave. Let me see. I can leave.
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, do you think Lid's ship will ever sail?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
We've had no word from Canva for days.
Oh wait, damn.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Minadol, I know you like your riddles, so I reckon you'll appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, this one was the best. This one's the best. And so, when choosing its place of rest, I recall your opus, daughter dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. I'm going to have to work on that last rhyme. Good luck, Sid.
Sid's best invention. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Our main quest is just fetch quest the game. I mean, fetch quest shit. Oh, I'm at 13. I might go and do those hunts, but after this one, I'm about to wrap up in a bit. I didn't know it was that time already.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing.
What didn't
we
you
didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope, nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this.
And that's how you broke it.
See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. There's something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Okay, leveled up off a weird quest.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Lose a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
Alright, we got side quest and hunts. So I'm gonna do the hunts and then say the side quest for tomorrow. Not going there yet. We're gonna go do some cool stuffs. I know it sounds like dogs in there. Alright, I gotta go up, down, up, over, and around. Oh, okay, gotta go back somewhere. Oh, damn it. Fuck. I'm getting lost. I should not be lost. I feel like I'm going the right way, but then I'm not. I feel like I'm going insane trying to get to where I'm trying to get. There should be something right here, huh? The funny part is I've been there. So what the fuck? Let me look at the map a little more carefully. Okay, I found where I'm supposed to go. At least I hope I did. Only home couture?
Bring out the Baron! Let me and my mortar purge them of their sin!
You'll regret doing my mother's bidding.
Still, you're not leaving.
That's better. Too slow. Let's try.
Bitch.
Your work here is done.
I'm gonna buy some shit from Grandma and then go fight the red trucker book. I feel like that fight's gonna be one hell of a fight.
Still alive, are you? Fine purse weighing you down. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
So what do I owe the honor? What do you want? And?
Clive. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Yep. Got something for you, do you? My best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later. My best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later. That it? Fine.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes aplenty to guide you in your search.
Those tomes wouldn't happen to have us.
Alright. Where to next for my next hunt? To the jaw, huh? Here somewhere. Is that the closest place? It is not. The place would be Elamil. Work my way down.
If all of us continue to work together in defending Delamere,
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us.
Mummy,
The gentlemen of the town guard.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
All right.
Hell, there it is.
Be safe.
Rainbow Chocobo. AKA the Red Chocobo. Dread the Cometo. We fight the bird.
That's like no chocobo I've ever seen. Something tells me it won't be easily broken.
And it's already trying to cast meteor. It cast meteor. Oh god. Well, Comet too. It wasn't meteor. I just split over there as well. Fucking bird. Bird. Bird hurt, chat. Bird hurt. Comic feather.
Poor beast. There was nothing I could do.
You can see it twitching on the ground. Holy shit. You gave me one hell of a fight, you damn bird. Obviously, because I got like primals and shit on my goddamn side. Oh, this goddamn bird gave me a run for my damn money. Because I had to dodge so many fucking things. Fucking Choco Rain. Choco Meteor Rain.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
And I think that's all of them, right? Yep, all so far. Oof, Red Chocobo was interesting, wasn't it? Alright, chat. I want to appreciate and say thank you to everybody for showing up and showing out tonight. I am back and back on schedule. As I said, I won't be getting my surgery week after next. Oh, let me see, Wednesday 11th, because now I gotta check. Yeah, it'll be week after next, so it would have been like Tuesday after. So I'll be back to take my time and not feel like I'm rushed. I do have several more episodes. Well, I keep wanting to say episodes. I do have several more of my VODs up on YouTube. And if you're not following or subscribed, here's my YouTube, as always. I post there as commonly as I can. Posts are not regular. I'll probably get them up on, but I will have them up between Monday and Saturday, but there probably won't be none on Sunday because I do a lot of shit on Sunday, aka play games with friends all fucking day like I have been doing anyway. But again, I want to thank everybody for showing up and showing out. Thank you, Rooster. Thank you, Dude Hunter. And of course, to all my lurkers and passerbys. Y'all have been a great audience tonight. The next game on my docket will be the Dragon Quest. The Dragon Quest game that's coming out this month, which I didn't know was coming. There's like 2 different Dragon Quest games coming out this year that I'm excited for. One comes out this month, and I think another comes out between next month and November. But I'll keep you guys posted on what I'm gonna be playing and what time. And again, thank you everybody for your support on me getting my surgery. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I didn't do it this month because there's a lot going on this month. As well as I don't feel rushed anymore. Thank goodness. So, I'll catch you all tomorrow, 8 p.m. EST. And with all that said, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever time of the day it is for you. Thank you all very much for being here tonight. Thank y'all for catching the stream. It means a lot to me, especially after all things are said and done. And, it feels good to be back on schedule. Because I only streamed once last week. I think it was like last Tuesday, and that was the last time y'all saw me. But don't worry, that won't happen again. At least not unless it has to happen. But again, I will not be here on Friday. Only because I got to go out of town to this appointment so they can tell me what's going on. I also got to do some other tests there, but other than that, I won't be going back. But having said all that, y'all have a nice rest of y'all night. I'm gonna play some more other games. I'll probably link up with friends. Probably not to play so damn late in the night. And catch you guys later. Good night, everybody.